Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Friend English podcast. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Danny. It's wonderful to have you with us today.
Thank you for joining us wherever you are.
Maybe you're commuting to work, relaxing at home, exercising, or practicing your English.
Whatever you're doing, we're happy you're spending some time with us.
Today, we're talking about something that everyone needs to hear from time to time.
That's right. Today's topic is don't give up.
It's a simple sentence, but it carries a very powerful message.
We all experience difficult moments in life.
Sometimes things don't go as we expect.
We make mistakes.
We face challenges.
And sometimes we even wonder if we should stop trying.
But that's exactly when encouragement becomes important.
Today, we'll talk about perseverance, motivation, and how to keep moving forward.
We'll also learn useful English expressions that people often use when encouraging others.
Let's begin with a simple question.
Sounds good.
What does "don't give up" actually mean?
It's an expression that encourages someone to continue trying even when something is difficult.
So it means keep going.
Exactly.
Or don't quit.
That's another common way to say it.
Why do you think this expression is so popular?
Because everyone experiences setbacks.
That's true. No matter who you are, life includes challenges.
Even successful people?
Especially successful people.
Really?
Of course.
Why do you say that?
Because success usually comes after many failures and lessons.
That's an interesting way to think about it.
People often see the final result.
But they don't always see the journey.
Exactly. That's an important word.
Journey doesn't only mean traveling.
It can also describe the process of reaching a goal.
That's how we're using it today.
Speaking of goals, do you think everyone has moments when they want to give up?
I think so.
Even confident people?
Absolutely.
That's surprising.
Confidence doesn't mean life is always easy.
That's true. Confident people still experience disappointment.
They still face obstacles.
And they still make mistakes.
The difference is often how they respond.
Exactly. That's a valuable lesson.
I think so too.
Let's learn a useful phrase.
Great idea.
Instead of saying everything is difficult, you can say I'm going through a difficult time.
That's a very natural expression.
Another common phrase is things will get better.
People often say that when encouraging someone.
You might also hear keep your head up.
That's another encouraging expression.
What does it mean?
It means don't lose hope or confidence.
That's a wonderful phrase.
It really is.
Have you ever wanted to give up on something?
More than once.
Really?
Of course.
Can you think of an example?
Learning another language was difficult for me at first.
I think many of our listeners can relate to that.
Probably.
What was the hardest part?
I felt like I wasn't making progress.
That can be frustrating.
Very frustrating.
That's another useful word.
Frustrating means something makes you feel discouraged because it's difficult.
Did you ever think about quitting?
For a short time, yes.
What changed your mind?
I realized that learning takes time.
That's true.
I stopped comparing myself to other people.
That's an important point.
Instead, I focused on improving a little every day.
Small progress is still progress.
Exactly.
That's a sentence worth remembering.
Definitely.
Another area where people often feel like giving up is exercise.
That's a great example.
Many people start exercising with lots of enthusiasm.
Then after a few weeks, motivation becomes harder to find.
Why do you think that happens?
Because results usually take time.
People want quick success.
But meaningful improvement is often gradual.
Gradual is a useful word.
It means something happens slowly over time.
That's exactly how many good habits develop.
One small step after another.
The same idea applies to learning English.
It certainly does.
Many learners become discouraged because they don't become fluent quickly.
That's very common.
What advice would you give them?
I would remind them that fluency isn't built in a few weeks.
It's built through consistent practice.
Exactly.
Listening every day.
Reading regularly.
Speaking whenever possible.
Making mistakes and learning from them.
That sounds like a realistic approach.
I think it is.
Another thing I've noticed is that people sometimes give up because they compare themselves to others.
That's a very common problem.
Social media probably makes that even more difficult.
I think so.
Why?
Because we often see other people's achievements.
But not the hard work behind them,
Exactly. We see the finished product.
not the years of practice. That's an important reminder.
Everyone has their own timeline.
Another useful expression.
Yes,
Your own timeline means your progress doesn't have to match anyone else's.
that's right.
Some people learn quickly.
Others need more time.
Both are perfectly normal.
Exactly.
You know, all this discussion reminds me of a conversation I had with a friend a few months ago.
Really?
Yes,
What happened?
he had just started a new business.
That must have been exciting.
It was, but it was also challenging.
What kind of challenges did he face?
Things didn't go as planned during the first few months.
I imagine that was disappointing.
It certainly was.
Did he think about giving up?
Yes, more than once.
What helped him continue?
He told me something I'll never forget.
What did he say?
He said, "If I quit today, I'll never know what might have happened if I had kept going."
That's a powerful thought.
I thought so too.
Sometimes the biggest success comes just after the moment when people feel like quitting.
Exactly.
And that reminds me of another important lesson about perseverance that many people discover through experience.
What's that?
Progress is often invisible at first.
That's an interesting idea.
Think about planting a seed.
Okay,
After you plant it, you don't immediately see a tree.
that's true.
For days or even weeks, it may seem like nothing is happening.
But beneath the surface, it's growing.
Exactly.
I think learning works the same way.
I agree.
Sometimes we improve without noticing it.
Then one day we suddenly realize we've become much better.
That's happened to me before.
Me too.
Another thing people often forget is that failure isn't the opposite of success.
That's a great point.
What do you mean?
Failure is often part of success.
Can you explain?
Every mistake teaches us something valuable.
So failure becomes a lesson.
Exactly.
That's a healthier way to look at it.
I think so.
Many famous inventors, athletes, and entrepreneurs failed many times before succeeding.
That's true.
Yet people usually remember only their success.
Not the hundreds of unsuccessful attempts.
That's an important reminder.
Success rarely happens overnight.
That's another useful expression.
It means success usually takes time and effort.
Speaking of effort, do you think talent or hard work is more important?
That's a question people love discussing.
What do you think?
I think talent can give someone a good start.
But
Hard work often determines how far they go.
that's an interesting perspective.
A talented person who never practices may stop improving.
While someone with average talent can achieve amazing results through consistent effort.
Exactly.
Consistency seems to appear in almost every conversation we have.
That's because it's important.
Whether you're learning English,
Building a business,
learning to play an instrument,
or training for a marathon.
consistency usually matters more than perfection.
I couldn't agree more.
Another challenge people face is losing motivation.
That's completely normal.
Motivation doesn't stay the same every day.
No, it doesn't.
Some days you feel excited.
Other days you don't feel like doing anything.
What should people do on those difficult days?
I think discipline becomes more important than motivation.
That's an interesting distinction.
Motivation is a feeling.
And feelings change.
Discipline is choosing to continue even when you don't feel motivated.
That's a powerful idea.
It's one of the reasons successful people keep making progress.
They don't rely only on inspiration.
Exactly.
They develop habits.
And habits become part of everyday life.
Speaking of habits, many English learners tell us they study for a few days and then stop.
I've heard that many times.
Why do you think that happens?
Sometimes people expect quick results.
When those results don't appear immediately, they become discouraged.
Exactly.
What would you say to them?
I would say that learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint.
That's another useful expression.
A marathon takes patience, endurance, and steady effort.
Just like learning English.
Exactly.
Another thing that helps people continue is celebrating small victories.
I completely agree.
What do you mean by small victories?
Small achievements along the way.
Such as understanding a new podcast?
Learning 10 new words?
Having your first conversation in English?
Or finishing a book you've been reading.
Those moments deserve to be celebrated,
They remind us that we're making progress.
even if the progress feels slow.
Exactly.
You know, this conversation reminds me of something my grandfather used to tell me.
Really?
Yes,
What did he say?
he often said, the person who keeps walking usually arrives.
I like that.
It's simple.
But very meaningful.
At first, I didn't fully understand it.
And now?
Now, I think he meant that persistence is often more important than speed.
That's a wonderful lesson.
You don't have to be the fastest person.
You simply have to keep moving forward.
Another thing I've learned is that asking for help isn't a sign of weakness.
That's a very important point.
Sometimes people give up because they think they have to solve every problem alone.
But that's rarely true.
Friends can encourage us.
Teachers can guide us.
Family members can support us.
Even a short conversation can completely change someone's perspective.
I think we've all experienced that.
Probably.
You know, a few years ago, I met someone who had failed an important exam several times.
That must have been discouraging.
It was.
Did they eventually pass?
Yes.
What made the difference?
Instead of studying harder, they started studying differently.
That's interesting.
They asked for advice, changed their study habits, and practiced more consistently.
So the goal stayed the same, but the strategy changed.
Exactly.
That's another important lesson.
Sometimes you don't need to give up on the goal.
You simply need a different approach.
I think that's advice many people can use.
I completely agree.
You know, Danny, there's another lesson I've learned over the years.
What's that?
Sometimes the hardest moments teach us the most valuable lessons.
I completely agree.
At the time, challenges often feel unfair.
That's true.
But later, we sometimes realize they helped us grow.
They teach patience,
Resilience
problem solving.
and confidence.
Exactly.
Another thing I've noticed is that people often underestimate how far they've already come.
I agree.
They're so focused on the next goal that they forget to appreciate their progress.
That's a common mistake.
Imagine someone who couldn't speak any English a year ago.
And today they're listening to this podcast.
That's real progress.
Absolutely.
Maybe they still make mistakes,
That's perfectly normal.
but they're improving.
And that's what matters.
Sometimes we only notice what we haven't achieved yet.
Instead of recognizing everything we've already accomplished.
That's why reflection is important.
Reflection helps us see how much we've grown.
Speaking of growth, do you think challenges make people stronger?
In many cases, yes.
Why?
Because challenges force us to adapt.
That's true.
They encourage us to think differently.
And develop new skills.
Exactly.
Of course, challenges aren't always enjoyable,
Definitely not.
but they often prepare us for future opportunities.
I completely agree.
Another lesson I've learned is that success looks different for everyone.
That's an excellent point.
Some people dream of starting a business.
Others want to travel the world.
Some want to become teachers.
Others hope to build a happy family.
Every goal is different.
Which means every journey is different too.
That's why comparing yourself to other people isn't very helpful.
You're comparing different stories.
Exactly.
It's much better to compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
That's a wonderful idea.
Improvement doesn't have to be dramatic.
Sometimes it's just one small step,
One better decision.
one new habit.
One extra minute of practice.
Those small actions add up over time.
They certainly do.
Another thing people sometimes forget is that rest is also important.
That's very true.
Working hard doesn't mean working every minute of the day.
Everyone needs time to recover.
Rest helps us return with more energy.
And a clearer mind.
Balance is an important part of long-term success.
I couldn't agree more.
Before we finish today's episode, I'd like to ask you one final question.
Go ahead.
If someone feels like giving up today, what would you say to them?
I would remind them that difficult moments don't last forever.
That's encouraging.
Every challenge eventually passes.
What else?
Focus on the next small step instead of the entire journey.
That's excellent advice.
You don't have to solve everything today.
Just keep moving forward.
Exactly.
What about you? What would you say?
I would tell them to believe in their ability to improve,
Even if progress feels slow?
especially then.
Why?
Because real growth often happens quietly.
I like that. Every page you read, every mistake you correct, and every lesson you learn is helping you become better.
Even when you don't notice it immediately.
Exactly.
You know, after today's discussion, I've realized something.
What's that?
Don't give up isn't just a motivational phrase.
It's a way of thinking.
It's choosing to continue even when the path becomes difficult,
It's believing that tomorrow can be better than today.
and understanding that every successful person once faced moments of doubt.
That's a wonderful message.
Thank you.
Well, Danny, I've really enjoyed today's conversation.
Me too.
It's been inspiring to talk about perseverance, courage, and personal growth.
And we've learned many useful English expressions that you can use in everyday conversations.
We hope today's episode reminds you that every small step matters.
Whether you're learning English, building a career, starting a business, or working toward any personal goal,
Keep believing in yourself.
keep learning.
Keep growing.
And most importantly,
Don't give up.
thank you so much for spending this time with us on the Friend English podcast.
We always enjoy learning and growing together with you. Keep practicing your English every day, and we'll see you again very soon for another friendly conversation. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, and thanks for listening.